Hey, it's me, Renee. I'm back. And today I have a last, current, next tag. Is it tag? I feel like it's simple tag. I don't know what you call it. Last, current, next video. So yeah, I've done this before, but if you haven't seen it, it's basically when you talk about book that you just finished, book that you're currently reading, and the book that you're going to read next. I mean, me being a mood reader, the going to read next is an interesting part of this video. But I do know what I am reading and what I did just finish. So yeah, sure. I don't know what happened there. Yeah. Anywho, so I actually finished two books yesterday. Now, yes, I finished one first and then another a few hours afterwards. But there are two ones I finished most recently, so I'm counting them both. So first we have When Grumpy Met Sunshine by Charlotte Stein. And then we have Rivalry by Rachel Reed. So yeah, first this one. So I ordered this back in December because I read the second book in the series, which I loved. And then I kind of thought, okay, so I'm just going to devour her other books because I knew that this also was a thing, was out. And sadly, I'm kind of disappointed. So I did like this book. But I would say, for me, honestly, my experience with this book was that the beginning was very good. The middle dragged quite a bit, I would say. And then the end was good. And also, one of the characters in this book, the main male character, Alfie, he gave me very much autistic vibes, but it wasn't really discussed. So I'm not sure if it's not meant to be discussed. But I mean, you have people who have had autistic in books forever, and like always. I mean, it's not always discussed. But I kind of kept on waiting for like them to talk about his autistic diagnosis or his autistic. Maybe he's going to get a diagnosis. That wasn't discussed at all. Which I mean, you don't have to have things on paper. No, of course not. But it was felt kind of weird for it not to really be discussed. It felt weird. Yeah, weird, I would say. And yeah. I mean, all in all, I would say this is a good book. If you want a romance to read, I would say pick it up. But I wouldn't say, honestly, I wouldn't say a run to get this. Like, if this book, if you find this on a little free library, if you find it at the library, get it. If it's at a waiting list on the library, if you find it expensive on the bookstore, don't. Yeah, that's kind of my fault. Like I would say, like you could read this, but don't run to read this. And yeah, that's kind of that really. I suppose also like lately I've been finding lots of very good books. So I suppose I'm kind of being a bit nitpicky. I suppose my taste maybe I've kind of the food. I don't know. Like if you read lots of 5-star books, a 3-star book like this one, it's not. I mean, 3 stars isn't bad, but 5 stars also gonna be different. It's not the same as 5 stars. So yeah. And then Heated Rivalry, a book that everyone has been talking about. Some people found this last fall because, or like they got this when they heard that this was going to be made into a TV series. Some people knew about it before the TV series happened, and then now everyone wanted to read it because they love the TV series. I haven't seen the TV series, but of course I've heard about this book, so I was intrigued and interested. And yeah, I found it actually yesterday in the bookstore. Bought it, and yeah, I mean, I did read it over like was it maybe 5 hours? Yeah, I read during 5 hours. So it has short chapters. It's a quick read, but it's not really for me, honestly. I would say for 2 points really that kind of made me not love this book. One, it has so many sex scenes, steamy spice scenes, which I don't mind sci spice. I don't mind at all. Like I really love books with sci spice. But I felt like this was a book with spice, and then a few chapters with the weren't spice. Like a little more chapters with spice in it than not. And for me, honestly, that's too much. That's kind of too much, really. Uh, and also the fact that it's enemies to lovers. And yeah, I mean, you do understand that they argue about some stuff. I mean, they are they they work for different teams, etc., etc. They do, and then I mean, after a while, you discover that it's more like a public rivalry than like a the private one. But still, I mean, honestly, like for me, when you have the enemies to lovers, like or uh people like people who are contrast, people who are different and find love, like, opposites attracts. That happens. That's cool. But I feel like when that happens, I feel like you should kind of see more how it happens and how they complete each other and whatnot. And hey, I didn't really see that. Honestly, I didn't. And yeah, honestly, also, I'm not sure I want to read more in this series. I suppose maybe, but it's not something I'm gonna run towards either. So yeah, huh. So both these books I finished yesterday. They have beautiful covers, blue covers. Both, I suppose this hasn't been that hyped, but it's, I mean, still part of a series and whatnot. This is very hyped. Didn't live up to hype. Sorry. I suppose this didn't live up to everyone else's hype and my hype. This didn't live up to the hype of the second book, sadly. But what can you do? That happens sometimes. And then currently, I am reading On This Day in History by Terry Deary and Martin Brown. So this has again word. This has words. This has what's what I'm thinking about? Well, this is, well, I suppose I could just stop talking until I think about the word. Good tea. I suppose just stop talking when you're on when you is not the best view really. Look, it it has like I suppose I'm just gonna say that best thing to say really. It has like it's it has like every day date of the month of the year, and then it's like one text. So text information text. I won't say text. I think about something else, but I can't think of that other word. But yeah, like one like each day of the year, and then you have something that happened that dates, and it's called like horrible on this horrible day in history. So it's always like bad things, sometimes kind of funny things, but it's bad things. And yeah, so I'm gonna read this during the whole year, I believe, believe. So like I'm gonna try to read it daily, but at least like read a few, yeah, read a bit weekly or something. So it's gonna be a fun book to read during the year, I feel, because yeah, history is weird, and also just so makes you happy that you don't live at that time and you weren't around in that for that thing really. So yeah, I have read up till the 15th, and yeah, quite enjoying it so far. And yeah, Terry Deary is the guy behind, or one of the guys behind Horrible Histories. So yeah, and then we have a Next of Kin by Hannah Bonham Young. So this I did actually start this book. I mean, I start so many books, but I haven't gotten far in it. It is it is a contemporary romance. Hannah Bonham Young, I've heard she writes very good contemporary romances. And yeah, so I have two books from her by the library. So I want to get further into this one. And this is about two people who end up fostering a kid together because reasons. And I'm intrigued. I did like what I've read so far. I just switched it out for another book because shiny, tiny books. Then we also have The Titan's Curse by Percy Jackson, by Rick Riordan. So yeah, this is part of my rereading of the Heroes of Olympus, of the Gods of Olympus series, Percy Jackson series. I took me forever to finish Sea of Monsters. I've just started this one last week, but yeah, I do want to read more on it. And then we have All the Best for the Future, Greg James, which is Greg James's biography. And I have read 45 pages and I'm quite enjoying it so far. So thinking I'm gonna might pick up more soon. And then yeah, when I'm finished with those, what am I gonna read? I mean, what kind of mood would you decide to read? I don't know. so many books on my TBR. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Also, that's you're also gonna see that's a fun video. It's coming up. Just teasing that. No, I thought I might pick up. I mean, I don't know. I think I might pick up Violet Fistlewaite is not a villain anymore by Emily Campos. So this is a cozy fantasy romantasy story about someone trying to not be a villain anymore. So yeah, just I mean, I love this cover really. And then we have The Game Changers by Tim Clare, a non-fiction book all about board games and also I think games in general. I think it's mainly board games, but yeah, not huge. But yeah, it's about board games history. I feel like it should be bigger, but also seems interesting enough. And then we have Vildir under røttene by Håkon Markus, a Norwegian book. I mean, I anticipated this book forever. Also happened when it came out last year. It was supposed to come out in October. I didn't find it anywhere before November. It was weird. Bought it. Have I opened it up at all? No, I haven't. Why? Because I'm a silly banana. I don't know why. I just haven't. Okay, I don't have a reason for you. I'm thinking might pick up this one soon. I suppose also like if you hesitate by picking up anticipated reads, it means that because this is part of series, so it also means that you'll finish it later and then also have shorter of amount to time to wait for the next book in series. I suppose that's a perk. I don't know, but yeah. So that's my last current next for you. Have you read any of these? What do you plan to read next? What are you currently reading? Talk to me in the comments. Hope you have a nice weekend. Bye.